welcome back to Son of Man. You might notice that we're at a bit of a different orientation. We like to experiment and expand, and we found that with less players, we could do this much more pleasing view of us. So hope you enjoy. If you don't, let us know in the comments. But if you do, also let us know in the comments.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Because it's very likely you find this less pleasing. And it's like, that's not more pleasing. What are they talking about?
No, it's like we do this, and it's like, I like it, but does everyone like it? Could be that all the viewers don't like it. Or
I'm always in favor of alternate orientations. So I feel like I don't often get to be not the only token member of a group.
Bringing ourselves back into the world of the Son of Man. You all are standing in a cold, dark cave with a still air hanging within it. Led has just recovered this young lass on the sacrificial altar who you recognize as Heritha, a missing young fair maiden who is enjoying the festival just like you all. At the same time, Alzim, you had just picked up a small pendant that was grasped by Heritha's hand. This pendant that you definitely belonged to someone that was in the cult, or not the cult, the Order of the New Sun. They're not a cult. They're just a regular old religious group.
Definitely not a cult.
Definitely not.
As a member of the Order, I am quite adamant about our non-cultic nature. Yes, I will make sure to not share this piece of information with anyone. I need to dig deeper to determine the truth of things before letting it get out there and having the enemy factions take advantage of this and turn it into a political football.
That's very astute.
Have we tried rousing her yet?
I do not know.
I pat her on the cheek. Heritha, can you hear me?
She is in a deep slumber, one that is not so easily awoken from.
Do you remember, did I try to cure wounds on her?
You did use Cure Light Wounds, okay. And you did cure everything that was wrong with
Physical.
her, but you get this, healing sense that she's missing something.
Okay.
Her
Something
soul
that you
has
can't
been
provide.
compromised.
Soul is gone, or at least half of it.
Yes, in fact, I think our last bit of conversation was whether or not people needed their entire soul to get by, or if half a soul is fine. Are souls like kidneys, or are they like unique in the sense of like they're necessary?
Well, and are they like livers in that they'll grow back if you have
Oh,
And
that's
we know
true.
what happens with trolls.
Mm.
Trolls cannot live
Right.
with half a soul.
Oh, that's right. We established a
Well,
special canon for
They
troll madness.
They can live with half a soul, but then they have half a soul.
Yes.
Half of everything.
They
The
go
first time
crazy.
isn't terrible, but the more it happens, the worse it becomes. It's like the infinite cloning problem. Like, Homer 2 is fine, but Homer 17, he was not right in the head.
Okay. I am going to I focus on the power within me that comes from above. And I would like to, because I'm a Dwarven Cleric, I would like to cast Speak with, or whatever it is.
Speak with stones.
Yeah, it doesn't actually have a name.
It's like commune with spirits.
Yeah,
the
Words
spell.
of the Unspeaking is the name of the spell.
Right.
As I wrote, that only works on stone. So I do still have to roll it.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
There is 9 plus Wiz is 11.
Awesome.
Hot dice
You
continues.
cast it with no problems.
Okay. The non-living object I touch. So I suppose I will touch just like the rock wall here.
Okay.
Non-living object you touch answers 3 questions you pose as best it can.
You touch your hand onto the rock, and you hear this groaning, grinding, and underneath the grinding, you recognize the distinct words of stone. What do you want
Oh, I should have thought this out a little bit
know,
before.
traveler?
Well, this is worse than the Ents. We thought the Ents were slow. Stones are even
Yeah.
worse.
Okay, I get 3 questions. So I think obvious question is, where did the cultists go?
The cultist went deeper into the cave.
I look, or Led looks around. Is there a way, like a clear way to go deeper?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. I didn't realize that.
I believe we missed that the first time we were
I
looking.
think we did. Okay. Cool. I bet that passage will take us to the cultists.
As this is going on, when you do come back out of your conversation, you look around, you see that Light and Alzim have already finished more than half of a game of Anafatapo. Wow, there's like in this episode, they show you having this conversation, and when the camera pans back, like 40 minutes have passed in our world while you were having this conversation.
Yeah, that, or it's like, which way did they go? And then we're all like looking at it, we're like, that way, of course.
You see where the footprints are in the dirt?
I don't think we should leave her behind, though.
Yeah. I guess.
Thank you, Alzim.
Troll shoulders may as well be queen-size beds to you smaller species.
Let's see. What about something like what was the nature of this ritual? Right. If we're going to try and like undo the damage.
What can we presume about the wisdom of stone? Like, if he
Yeah,
asks, like,
will
this
they
one goes,
understand?
there were these soft buttocks that pressed upon my surface. They were pleasant, but odd.
Warm liquid spilled
What
atop
Is
the
your
altar.
question?
What is your quest?
Okay, yeah, I'll ask it. We'll see how wise the stone is. What is the nature of this ritual?
To drain from someone into something else.
I feel like that doesn't tell us a whole lot we didn't already know.
As a dwarf, do you know if stones can also be compromised? Like, if this altar is actually a desecrated altar?
Well, I'm just asking the rock wall.
Oh, okay. It's like, you should talk to the altar. Like, the altar's like, welcome. I am the Empire.
You should sacrifice things upon me.
Yes, that's right.
Feeling cold. I'd really like a warm blanket.
Yes.
With blood.
I see you still have your entire soul. You're not using all of it, are you?
Okay, so we only
I've
got
got a
one more
nice
question.
kidney.
What else do we want to know?
Oh,
How
are you
many?
saying?
I am asking this out loud.
Okay.
How many?
Didn't you see them when you poked your head in?
There were 4 of them, right? But there were a whole bunch of like citizenry.
Yes, those
Do
were the
stones have eyes with which
those
to
were the
see?
bewitched
Oh, okay.
citizens of the village who were standing and waiting for their turn.
Okay. So basically they're effectively fine now. Or, like, they're-
So what happened was they were ordered to attack you.
Yeah.
And you ran.
Yep.
And met up with Lead and Light.
Yep.
And then the 3 of you kind of bonked them all into
Yep.
unconsciousness.
Did we
And
leave them like just sitting
Yeah,
in
you
the
just
cave
kinda,
like
you
tied
kinda
up?
left them there.
I think we like cure wounds on
Yeah.
them.
I remember vaguely that we like left them or something, or did we tie them up? Did we?
Lead healed them, and that was it.
Okay, we didn't send them off or anything, right? So we could
No.
come back and like cave bears could have eaten them by now,
Yeah.
because they were like women and children. They weren't like exactly like warrior types with like halberds.
I think they'll be fine.
All right, it just suddenly occurred to me as like, wait a minute, these fleshy humans are not known for their warrior status. We're in a cave in the middle of the woods.
Well, perhaps we should bring the girl here back with the others.
Oh yes, and it would allow us to check on them to see if their soft weakness has like caused them to succumb to nature.
Okay, we've got one more question though.
Oh, that's right.
If stone has eyes to see, then it would behoove us to ask what their leader looked like.
Well, I saw them. So
Oh,
I'm trying to see
under
if-
the hoods, though?
Oh.
What if we just like grab something out of the discern realities list?
Ooh.
Right? Like could be like, what should I be on the lookout for, or what here is not what it appears to be.
Who's really in control here?
Is your question
Useful.
open-ended, or does it have to be some kind of like simple yes/no type of question?
It's just to ask a question.
Oh. can they describe the nature of the ritual, like specifics of it? Not just like draining something and putting it into something else, but like what actually, like, can the stone recite the ritual words and things like that so we can know like what they were saying, what they were doing? Because between your cleric training,
Yeah, that's I will ask that.
No, the
What?
stone, but the stone, it was so vague the first time. I doubt that it would give us a more succinct answer.
What are all of the details that you remember?
yeah, like say all the words. You are
have
stone,
tried.
so echoing
you
it-
gotta say it in question form.
Alright. Well, they sat the person on the stone, then they cut open the root. They cut her hand, and blood went into the root, and they started chanting, but I don't remember what they said.
All right, thanks, Stone. You've been a lot of help. I really appreciate it. I mean that most sincerely.
I'm going back to sleep.
You do that.
That was the last thing I ever thought Stone would say. It's like, Stone sleep? Is that why you guys are always like not useful? And how often are you awake? Are you awake for 10,000 years and you sleep for 10,000 years? I have so many questions. You need to cast a spell again.
Yeah, what's it like being a stone?
What's your day to day?
Someday we'll have an extra question.
Yes. It's like, I'm
Okay.
going to follow up.
So
Do you have any stone
What?
children running around? Little rocklings?
We call them pebbles.
So my background is as I was part of the root keeper clan of the dwarves who maintained the roots that like sustain the Son of Man, which is what I believe you said that these are in this room. Is this sort of ritual or process familiar to me at all?
Not quite. The rituals that you had done were more of like the care and upkeep.
But not like charging them.
Yeah, there was nothing that like you actually had to cut into the root. That's kind of counterproductive to what you were doing.
And I guess there were lots of I bailed on that sort of early, so there would have been lots of things I hadn't seen yet.
Yeah, you were kind of entry level, weren't you?
Yeah.
Is that something that's public knowledge, or is this quite specialized? Like this, the knowledge that the Son of Man is powered by some kind of biological component? Because, like, I think a lot of people just think the Son of Man is some great magical construct. But this
Yeah.
dwarven knowledge that there's actually some kind of plant-based root thing that...
So when I wrote it, I didn't intend it to necessarily be organic roots, although we could go that way if that's what you were thinking. But just like the system of filaments and pieces that go deep into the earth and suck like geothermal power or something like that was
Okay.
what I had in mind.
Because I'm wondering whether it relates to the actual plant roots that were part of this ritual they're doing. Because
So these roots are the Son of Man roots. So whatever nature those have, that's what these are.
Yeah, because it seems weird, right? Like, because on the one hand, maybe they're compromising the sun itself to turn its power towards like whatever their nefarious goals are.
Some like corrupting blood magic or something
Yeah,
like that.
or even worse, the Son of Man is a magic that was originally fueled by some horrible like alchemy magic that like actually used like human life. Like they're like, oh, the world is dying, the population of the planet is going away, 98% of all life on the planet is going to die because of the code. Maybe the original sorcerers were like, you know what? We'll use their souls to create a source of life that will fuel those who are able to survive. And now after 1,000 years, the power is running out.
So is this James Lee talking or is this Alzim talking?
You know, I don't... Alzim has some inkling of this kind of thing, but not enough to articulate it the way I just did. Like the idea that magic is rooted in the possibility of life, like there is something to that. Alzim is concerned about the first half. Like he doesn't have the idea that, oh, maybe 1,000 years ago they used the lives of all the other people who died to create this thing. But he is suspicious about the fact that maybe they're using this blood magic to corrupt the sun to whatever their cause is.
Mhm.
That part Alzim does think of, because as a paladin of the cause, everything is a conspiracy against the Son of Man.
Oh, yeah.
Seems deeply philosophical. I'm going to bring, while you talk about it, I'm going to bring this woman with the others and check up on them.
Oh, we should be walking and talking. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. This whole conversation is happening while we're like strolling. Back
Oh,
through
okay.
the park.
Okay.
Okay, so you're making the trek through the caves,
Yeah.
and you find the group of women and children that you had saved, as well as the cut-up ghouls nearby them.
Oh, that's
they-
traumatizing. We should have probably set them aside and put a curtain between.
Someone roll 2d6. Here's how it's going to
Did
go.
we? I don't
7
think
or higher, they're asleep, and you don't have to worry about
Oh.
the traumatizing effects.
Okay.
6 or lower.
Wait. I thought we only killed one person and then non-lethal the others and then healed them.
Even the ghouls?
Yeah.
No, the ghouls were
No.
dead.
I think.
Oh, the ghouls
Yeah,
were
we,
ghouls.
we definitely.
Oh, the ghouls were ghouls.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did.
Okay. They were just some. Okay.
6.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Okay, so you come upon a scene that is several of the women are hurdling the children in the corner of the cave, trying to keep them safe and protected away from and eyed away from the ghoul. There was one older woman who is kind of like investigating the cave, trying to figure out which way is the way out. They do not notice your approach. What do you do?
Even with my held up light stone.
Oh, that's right. You have your held up lights. So as soon as they do, the woman who looks to be in charge immediately turns and looks towards you and sees all the blood on you and goes, whoa, we don't want any harm. We just want to.
Oh, friend, we come in peace.
We are your rescuers. We're the ones who killed those ghouls over there.
You did? And you left us here? What were you doing down deeper in the caves?
To rescue this woman. Like,
Oh, that's reasonable. You must know a way out. My name is Aladan.
Aladan?
Aladan, yes.
Aladan,
Very
please
pretty.
take these children and the others and this young woman as well and continue out past, and then I presume I give her reasonable instructions.
Yeah.
There still remains potential danger in this cave.
What has happened here today? What
Well-
evil has wrought our town?
We're not quite sure yet. We're working on it.
Do I need to alert the guard, the militia? Do you?
You know, it never hurts to have the cavalry on the way.
this is true. You should report truthfully what has transpired that you can remember. Make nothing up. Tell the truth, and everything will be fine.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, this one's
what?
a paladin of
The
new
Son
god,
of Man.
the Son of Man.
Of course. Yes, I will go and grab the guard.
Basically a cop.
Do you require weaponry to defend yourselves on your way back?
Is it dangerous out there?
It's always dangerous, ma'am.
I'll take what I can get. What do you have to give?
How
her?
dangerous is the woods outside this town? Actually, that's a reasonable question. How dangerous are the woods outside your town?
Not that dangerous.
Well,
It's-
we are
this
just-
is like a tourist town.
And I do some more explaining about how we're like 1 mile past the forest. There's the cave. We're in that cave.
I'll hand
It's like a
They
20
just
minute
head
walk.
back.
You'll be
They'll be fine.
I'll hand her a club. It should have no. It is a very low key weapon that doesn't require a lot of specific training.
fine. Is it
Okay.
a troll sides club?
Unfortunately, yes.
I don't know if I can swing this very well, but it'll certainly be intimidating. Thank
Perhaps
you.
one of the younger, stronger individuals of your group can wield it.
Of course. She hands it off to the younger.
Can they pick it up? You're 9 feet
Uh,
tall.
Well, I'll grab the guard. They'll be back post haste.
You should get going. Is
Yeah.
it still daylight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I thought it was nighttime.
It's
'Cause
about
it was
nighttime,
the fireworks.
Yeah, 'cause the
when it
fireworks was
happened.
right at like.
Oh, that's
sunset.
right. The fireworks started after sunset.
Yeah, get the best.
Do we know enough about whether or not the woods are actually deadly after hours?
They're not deadly.
Okay.
Like you're gonna. Havendale's a bit of a tourist town, and it's so close to the city.
Okay.
There's no like wild monsters around because someone takes care of them.
So it's
pretty
not like how good it says, don't go into the forbidden forest, and like literally everyone goes into the forbidden forest.
quick. What's a forbidden forest doing right next to a school?
It's like, yes, right?
With no fence.
Research purposes.
I was gonna
Like,
say it's
oh,
what
yeah,
happens
I
to
guess-
all of the crazy magical experiments. You just dump them in the forbidden forest. No
Yeah.
one has to find out that you turned little Tommy into a newt.
Doesn't it bother people that it's much harder to get to Hogsmeade than it is to get into the Forbidden Forest where literally people are eaten
Oh, yeah.
by monsters?
Yeah, you just
It's
gotta
like-
walk there. There should be at least some sort of like charm.
Yeah, there's no
Fence or
magic
something.
alarm
Yeah, a
that
fence.
goes
Yeah.
off.
Most advanced magic out there.
Yeah.
Everyone's stapled together.
Okay, so
It's not pursued by Jacob.
if we think that the women and children can get back safely,
Yeah,
we
they,
use
can,
the
they,
way
can
so.
get,
okay.
they can get back.
Because
Yeah.
after all, I am
Uh,
part of actual magical law enforcement, so it's like it would be ridiculous. Like, it's okay, you'll be fine. Just go over here. When you see the guy with the hockey mask and the machete, just kind of go the other way, and you'll be fine.
It's
At the same time, we have a duty to pursue those guys with hockey masks that are currently running through the caves.
Yeah, you might let them know that there are at least 4 armed cultists down there.
I will let them know.
Okay.
Do we feel they have the facility to carry this unconscious woman back with them, or are they?
they can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be fine.
Yeah. Okay. They start leaving the cave.
All
The
right.
kids are crying. Woman and Doll trying to keep them cheered up, but they're heading out.
All right, then we should turn back and immediately give chase.
Do we have like a light rock to give them?
Oh.
Too late.
Can I make more of those? I don't know.
Yeah. I guess the real question is the wording of the spell.
Is that a
right?
cleric spell or is it a
The
special?
cleric
The spell lasts as long as it is in your presence.
Oh,
So, cannot give them one.
yeah, give it away.
Listen, what I'm going to do
none of
though.
you have like a torch? I'd say
I do
one.
not have adventuring gear because
Oh.
I am a lowly criminal.
Alzim, I'd say you have a torch.
I do.
I do have adventuring gear.
Oh,
Yes.
there you go.
Yeah.
One of you has a torch. It's
Cool.
You don't need your
Yeah.
torch. You have a
And a
light
torch.
rock.
And I'm gonna like reach down and like one of the little kids who's crying. I'm gonna like pick him up by the chin or like sorry.
Pick him
up by the chin.
And you have to be brave and get these people back to town. All right.
okay. I will. I can do that. Santa.
That's Fuck you, kid.
Like, look, you picked a boy, which is also exacerbating the patriarchy. So
Wow, that's
Wait.
let's not
Santa?
woke.
Where would Santa live in a realm where everywhere outside of the circle
All right,
of
let's-
light
It was a
is snow?
it was a joke. Let's not.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
It was more of a connection of what a dwarf would look like to something that else.
Okay.
Not introducing Santa. I mean, there is now a Santa in this world, but not the one that we know of.
Okay. Let's go back down.
All we know is that he's a dwarf.
Yeah. Let's go back down the hole.
yes.
Okay, you start heading deeper into the cave, trying to rush at the original captors. You rush past the original sacrificial site with the roots, and after a little while, heading deeper into the caves, you start to hear the sound of rushing water. Eventually, the cave opens up to a large cavernous region with a fast-moving underwater river flowing. To the left, or to the right, you can see that the water is rushing out from like a hole in the cave wall. To the right, you can see a boat kind of getting hit up against some rocks. Not totally destroyed yet, but it's probably from the other guys. And on the other side of the river, you can see that there's another cave opening. The river is about 20 feet wide, and you can't see its depth, but it is rushing pretty fast.
So the boat is like unmoored and just like looks like it just crashed against the.
Yeah.
Huh. And the water is rushing fast enough that if anyone had fallen into it, they would have been washed away by now.
Oh yeah.
Is
Is the boat on our side of the river?
It is more of like in the middle of the river, being like hit by rocks. So it's like 10 feet into the water.
I'm gonna take a couple of steps into the river to see how deadly it is. Like, would there be sufficient strength in a troll's legs to get through? Like, I'm gonna like test it.
Okay, so you can
potential
easily
risk.
test the water
Yeah.
just through like sticking your foot in or putting your hand in,
Yeah.
and it's moving pretty fast.
Right.
So it's something that you probably could walk across, but you would have to fight against the current a lot.
All right, because I mainly am trying to like get a sense of if this is so deep that I couldn't like still walk across the bottom, or if it would require fjording.
Depth.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking, testing, and getting a closer look. When you do get up close, you do see that there's like some wood spikes that were thrust into the ground to moor the boat.
Okay.
And you get closer, and you can see that the water gets to what about be at like your troll chest height.
Okay.
So only ever gets about 5 feet deep at most.
Okay. Oh, so you know I'm like 10 feet tall, right?
Oh.
I thought you were 9 feet tall.
9 feet tall.
9, 10.
The main thing is that I want to see whether or not it's possible that with my troll size and strength, I could help my comrades get across by carrying them over, but having them stand on my shoulders or something.
You can, but that would make it harder.
Okay.
Because you're not using your hands to push up against the water. You're now just using your lower body.
Okay. Because I feel like my comrades would have a harder time given their small stature.
I look down at my scale mail and I think about how difficult it would be to swim in it.
Ooh. Can we zombie it? Like, can we just hold our breath and just walk across the bottom like Pirates of the Caribbean and like walk back up the...
That would be even harder.
Okay.
Can what
we
about the
get
boat? Could you go retrieve the boat?
Ooh. Yes,
Mr.
that's
Big Meaty Troll.
Yeah. I'm just worried that if we get into the boat, we don't have oars or sticks to push it, so like it wouldn't help us get to the other side. As soon as we got out of the way, it would just get swept downstream again.
Alzim, perhaps we could get in the boat and you could push us across.
Oh,
And that's better than standing on your shoulders, at least.
Yes, that is a plan. So my theory is that somehow the people that we're chasing got into the boat and used it to get to the other side and abandoned it, which is why it's just floating around.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, I'm going to go try to fetch the boat. As soon as Len brings this up, it sounds like such a good idea that I immediately get in and try to do it.
Okay, that's going to be, please roll me a Defy Danger plus Strength, because you're powering through the river.
That is a 7 + 2 for a 9.
9, okay. That's partial success. Okay,
Don't always get what you want.
Oh, I gotta.
My lungs, they're filled with water.
Okay. You
My
stumble,
nipples.
hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. You're getting the. Okay. So you're going and you get through the water and you have the boat, and you start moving it out of the rocks, and your feet get into a slippery spot in the water. You are about to fall into the water. You can let go and not be taken away by the water, but you don't know where the boat will go because it's free of the rocks.
Right. Can I hang on and attempt to get into the boat, and then hopefully once I'm in the boat, be able to like I just steer or grab onto anything that might allow me to like stop its progress and then carry it back?
So let me clarify. You are in the process of slipping.
Right.
So you can't get into the boat because that would require leverage.
Right. So I have my hands on the
You
boat.
have your hands on the boat.
I'm
Your
about
feet
to-
are
my feet are-
slipping.
right.
So you can either let go of the boat, grab onto a rock to
Right.
stabilize, or just hold onto the boat and hope
That
nothing bad
I can
happens.
recapture my footing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the latter.
Okay, so you're gonna hold onto the boat.
Right.
Got it. All right. So your feet slip,
Yep.
and the boat kind of flips over you, and you go under the water.
Ooh,
and the
nice.
boat is kind of carrying you away with the river.
All right.
You are buffeted against the rocks, taking 10 points of damage.
Yikes.
Ugh.
And you are further down the river when the rocks stop on your body and the boat.
All right. That is fine. All right. So I will flip the boat back over and slowly and meticulously, carefully drag it back to my comrades.
Okay, roll me another Defy Danger with Strength.
All this time, I think at least light has
That
been
is an
running down the
11
shore
plus 2 for
shouting.
13.
Awesome. So you power through this time, and there's no loose footing as you're taking extra precaution, and you come to the side of the river where your comrades stand. You guys now have the boat.
Alzim, are
Alright.
you all right? That was quite the terrible fall.
I am a bit battered, but I will be fine.
We thought we lost you for a moment there.
As did I.
Hmm.
But the sun was with me. His power still infuses my body. As long as I am not cut off and forced to split into 2 trolls, I should be fine.
Speaking of trolls, do you have some way of healing that?
I'll recover as time passes.
Okay.
Though if my friend is still has
Yeah.
healing in his repertoire.
I think I've got a bit. Nope, rolled a 5.
All right.
Oh, no.
Is there anything specific with the failure there, or do I just use a GM move?
GM move, I think. Or 10 plus, it's successfully cast.
I think it's GM.
7, 9, the spell is cast, but choose 1. Yeah, it doesn't say anything specific.
Okay. All right. So you call upon the power of the sun.
Wait a second, that's a 5. I got +2. So it's cast, but choose
Okay.
1.
Cast with negative.
So it's one of those.
Yeah. No. You get to choose that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
choose.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. Unwelcome attention.
I was wondering. I was like,
Casting distances me from my deity, or after it is cast, the spell is revoked. I don't want Cure Wounds to be revoked.
is the distance with your deity a -1 going forward?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just makes it harder.
Let's advance the plot a little bit. I want the unwelcome attention or a spot.
Ooh.
Unwelcome attention.
Also,
okay.
I need a D8 to do the successful casting.
I do, monster, but-
Ooh,
There's
nice.
7 points.
Excellent.
Okay.
I feel reinvigorated, although I apologize for having made the request here in the dark depths where the light of the sun cannot reach. It must have been a greater burden on you than would normally be available were we out
Wait.
the available light of the sun.
Okay. Your light from your sun god, Helianthus, awakens something within the cave. Something from the water begins to emerge. The water flowing away from it as it steadily walks towards you. Just give me a moment to figure out.
Wow, this is much more extreme than it's like I thought
just want
unwanted.
-1.
I thought unwanted attention would be like the rock on this wall has seen too much. The next dwarf that comes through is like, I'll tell you about that
Unwanted
last dwarf that
attention.
was
This. We'll go
got
with
some
this
juicy
guy.
gossip for you.
Unwanted
juicy
attention.
cave wall
This
gossip.
giant turtle that was masquerading as one of the rocks is
Ugh.
drawn by the light and is slowly lumbering towards you. And it's lumbering towards you.
Look out!
Comrades,
There's a turtle.
beware!
What are you gonna do, Led?
Delicious.
I am going to
Turtle soup.
try and dodge out of the way. It's a turtle. It can't be all that fast, right?
Okay, give me a defy danger by getting out of the way. So plus dex.
Oh. There's a
Yikes.
1. Snake eyes -1.
Wow,
Okay.
is Snake Eyes like
boy.
a special thing in this game?
Nah, there's no
Okay.
critical success or critical
Ah.
fails. Okay, so you
You're
try
swallowed
and
whole.
out of the
Oh,
way.
that turtle can't be that
Yeah,
fast. It's a turtle.
The thing is, it's a snapping turtle.
Oh no.
So you move our lumber out of the way, but it snaps, and it snaps with its whole head that coils all the way
Oh.
out of its shell and reaches all the way at you. That hand that was holding onto the stone with the light on it, your whole arm is engulfed by the snapping turtle.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
You are going to take 3 points of damage,
Okay.
and on top of that,
Oh, shit, can I borrow
light's
this?
gone. And I don't mean you're
The
gone.
light?
Yeah,
Like-
it's like
I'm like,
my charge.
Like what?
Light has been snuffed out.
Sterling, may I borrow your
All right,
pencil as well?
Yes, you may.
Light, what are you going to do now that the light is out?
So as the turtle was snapping, Light's warrior senses are already reacting, and he's already going out with the halberd to try and slash at the neck the turtle.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my memory of the cave, where everyone was standing, that perfect picture, in order to figure out where to slash.
Good. I mean, the turtle's also making noise, so yes.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me hack and slash.
I came up with this really cool way.
That's true. That's true. I shouldn't take it away from you.
And let's see, that's a 10.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Roll me damage.
Get him.
With the option of more.
I will take the more damage.
Okay.
So here we go. So I get an additional plus 1d6 damage. So my base damage is a d10. Let's roll one of these fancy dice. And then and then I have plus 1 to the damage because of my hooks. It's a 7. It's a little bit low. I could once per battle. I'm gonna make myself I'm gonna make myself reroll this damage dice. Okay. That's an 8. I'll take it.
All right.
+1, right?
Plus 1, so 9 damage.
Okay, so your massive spear cuts into the elongated, revealed neck of the turtle, and in doing so,
I feel it at least.
Oh, you feel it. The turtle reacts in a way, swings its giant head with lead with it.
Oh no!
Slamming lead's body into you, dealing 2 damage.
Ah, okay.
Alzim, you hear the sound of combat, but you can't. You're a troll, so you can see kind of.
Oh, armor.
So you see a black and white vision of this combat happening in front of you.
I cannot let go of the boat.
Quick question. Did the turtle have piercing in either of the damages?
No.
Sweet. Okay, then we just collide together, but we hold to our own. All right.
Had this been the real world, Led's arm would be gone by now. Snapping turtles are famous for in the real world, snapping turtles, as soon as they get their mouth on you, that limb is gone. Their jaws.
He's wearing armor though.
Not on his forearm.
Oh yeah. I guess he's.
No, I got chainmail.
No, you.
Oh,
It's like
No,
80 psi.
Chainmail stopped it.
be crushed.
Yes,
probably,
you're right, but I mean, we're playing a game.
No, that's very.
I've got divine reinforcement.
He's
Yeah.
heroic.
That's right. Yes.
yeah.
So-
His plot armor is so thick.
The question is, has the turtle relinquished his hold on Led's arm?
Oh no!
no, there we go.
We wanted that
Unto
light.
death.
Well,
Tortoise.
since I cannot let go of the boat, and I cannot wield my halberd with just one arm, based on the rules of the game, is the turtle right there next to me?
Because I was laying on hands on
Is it
you.
is it close enough?
That's right.
Sorry,
Yeah,
kill
because
me.
I
nearby. That's fine.
Will reach my other free hand beneath the shell of the turtle where its neck and shell meet, and I will put my giant troll paw around the neck of this giant snapping turtle, and I will attempt to squeeze the life out of it where its jugular would be.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me hack and slash, but don't add strength.
But don't add strength
Yeah.
on this specifically strength-based check.
It's more of it's gonna make it harder because you're kind of reaching in with your hands.
Where my strength is?
Hey, you're taking a negative. Would you just prefer
All right,
to
that's
add
fine.
your strength and -2?
Well, it would be the same. They cancel each other
Yeah,
out. So what are the rules in the game for grappling then?
There aren't any.
Oh, okay. So it's just the same.
Yeah,
it's
so
always
I
just a
just
minus when
gotta-
you're using grappling.
I'm just
Alright.
making it up. So
Alright.
you're holding a bow with one hand,
Gotcha.
trying to choke something with the other.
That's a 6.
Okay, so you reach your hand in and okay, and the it doesn't really work out because the turtle is bringing its neck in by moving forward. So your hand actually gets caught in the shell as it's moving forward.
Ooh, nice.
And now
Everyone's
you have a
hands.
terrible choice. You are holding onto the boat and being dragged by the turtle.
Oh,
Perfect.
no.
I will use the game's in-game grappling rules to pull the turtle out of the water.
What? No, the turtle is out of the water.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Okay, I
it
thought it
went-
was like in the water attacking
It
us.
went.
Like
It jumped out or crawled out, moved towards Dan. Snapping turtle went
right.
to.
So his mouth is on Dan's arm. My hand is inside the shell, and it's dragging me onto the shore.
Yes.
Oh, perfect! I will use the advantage of the turtle's extra strength to allow it to drag me along to the shore, using that added strength to drag the boat also on the shore, so it doesn't get washed away.
Sweet. Roll me a
moor the boat.
define danger plus con.
That is a 7 plus 2 is a 9.
Okay. You can totally do that, but the boat might break.
It's worth a chance. I would not know one way or the other while it was happening. By the time the maneuver is completed, there would be no time to consider the physics of that possibility.
Okay, so
Because when it throws a combat, this is like a half-second action. So
the turtle drags you with the boat with it.
Mm.
Moving forward further on land, the boat makes a loud creaking sound, and you hear some piece of it break across the harsh ground.
sure.
Let's go back to Lead here. Your arm is getting gnawed on. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm. I yell and try to, let's see, what do you do with like a shark? You punch it in the nose. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and punch the snapping turtle in the nose, get it to open up.
Can you
It
cast
reads.
lightning bolt into his throat? Your hand is literally in his mouth. You can grab his like throat and like
Grab
tickle,
its tongue.
Yeah, or tickle its like gag reflex thing. Does it
Tickle
have?
its tongue.
Yeah, does it have a little like
Oh, yeah.
glotto thing where you can say, "Oh, you fool"?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any good spells that like do damage or would cause it to do that. Cause fear, I should have taken. But I guess I could. Yeah, I'll.
Yeah, instead of
Okay, so I'm
punching
gonna-
it with
I'm
your
gonna just- I'm
other
gonna Let
hand.
go of the light and try and just like grab onto anything squishy I can and just do some damage inside this beast.
Okay,
now.
let's do hack and slash. for
Hack
that.
and slash. It's with strength.
Yes.
Okay, there is another snake eyes.
Well, this one's gonna be simple because
Here, I'll
you try
swap you out.
and grab onto
Back of the cube.
grab onto the tongue, but you yell out in pain as the turtle starts to gnaw on your arm even more, dealing 5 damage.
I think we are now in the hole as far as this healing
Oh,
is concerned. I should have just taken the minus
All right,
one.
light. Go ahead. This is probably a little too harsh, but it's fun.
Again.
Only hack and slash.
Should be 11. Why not?
This mighty neck must go.
Oh,
That is
no.
a 7.
7. Okay, you get it.
Okay. So that is enemy
You're getting a call.
damages me as well. All right.
That is a lie. That is never a natural.
A 7.
Even though it's
7
coming from the.
damage.
Plus 1, so 8.
8
Sorry.
damage.
Yeah.
Wait, it's from 2-1. Is it possible this is a real call? Maybe it's the alumni association from a university.
Well, if it is, I'll leave a message.
Yes.
Okay. You swing, but it leaves you open for an attack back. So the
Take
turtle, with its mouth preoccupied, does a hop that's way faster than you would expect, and its spiky shell hits you hard in the chest for
It's a blue shell turtle.
1 damage.
It bounces off my immaculate scale armor.
All right, Alzim, you've brought the boat onto the shore.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
Is my hand still stuck in the shell?
If you let go of the boat, you can free yourself.
All right, because if I have the boat grounded, I can now halberd this guy.
Mhm.
If that's a possibility.
Yeah,
Okay. Because my hand is still stuck, I can. But I'm excited about my powerful halberd skills. That is a 12, so that's a 14.
Go ahead and deal damage. Do you want an optional extra d6 damage?
Yes, what does that cost?
It means you open yourself to an enemy's attack.
Sure. That was not that great. 7, 8, 11.
11. That is enough. Okay, so it doesn't get another opportunity to attack back. You see an opening. You see the gash opened up by a light, and you swing your halberd and are able to decapitate this turtle before it's able to gnaw off legs and arms.
Oh.
This will teach you to contend with the Klingon. We're a special tribe of trolls.
The Klingon
Klingon
trolls,
Yeah,
of
we-
course.
We write a lot of opera.